Hello, my furry friends. Welcome back to another rainy episode of Techopolis 3. So, at the end of last episode, I did insinuate that between episodes I would make the island bigger, and in typical fuzzy fashion, I've made it a lot bigger than I intended to. I made this guy over here bigger. The grass is finally starting to spread. But yeah, I said, oh, why don't I just do a little part over here? Make it a little bit bigger and doubled the landmass. So I'm sure we'll use it because we were starting to run out of room already. Between episodes, I really have not done an awful lot. This guy has filled up completely and this guy has filled up completely. So much so that I actually had to disconnect these guys because for some reason, they just keep on putting ingots on the conveyor belts and stamping them. So I had tons of nickel rods. I had tons of nickel rods and plates just lying on the ground. I also did something over here. I started making the aluminium gears by making one of these guys over here, the extracting conveyor belt, because if I do that, it does take the 4 ingots needed to make the gear mold. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off this. I should have enough stuff here and in my drawers to finish this off. And when we come back, it's time to get advanced and unlock a couple more things that we need, namely the drawers upgrade blueprint. I really want to get the larger drawers capacity and the void upgrade, so I don't have to keep on emptying the slag and the glass drawers from in there. So yeah, I shall be back in probably a couple of hours for me here, but a few seconds for you.
One eternity later.
Whew. Almost finished. Only took about 2.5 hours, thankfully, with the help of the building gadget. Although I did run out of dirt, so I had to use coarse dirt. But after a little bit of hoeing, I should be finished. And then we can start the real episode. Okay, now that we have all this extra space over here and here, and yes, I will tidy this place up in between episodes, maybe move a few things around, but we now have to start getting advanced. So, oh, I also, I put a few of these guys down here. I realized I could actually just attach them to any pipe and I don't have to keep on going upstairs. So what do we need to do first? Okay, to get this, we need a freezer, we need void crystals, which means we need to get an atomic reconstructor first, which is redstone dust, basic Technium machine frame, and some silver ingots. That's very doable. Let's grab some silver, lead, and nickel and throw that into the system over here, just to have. And let's make a atomic reconstructor. Boom. Burst. I assume I'm going to be making void crystals out of coal. Void crystals out of coal, yeah. The previous pack I was playing had this mod as well, and void crystals were coal. So I need to make some void crystals to make a void crystal block to make a freezer. Okay, let's just grab some power from here. Put you over here. And that's some berserping. Grab a stack of coal. Throw it in here. I said here. And let's wait for that to berserp. Here we go. 1 stack of void crystal. Nice. So then we make a void crystal block. And what is a traveler's sack? It is... I mean, it looks easy to make. Okay, let's throw you in here with a block. A traveler's sack is that. It just looks like a backpack, which I can keep all my things in. Nice. That's going to be handy. There we go. Clean inventory. Atomic reconstructor. Done. Then we need to make the freezer. Boom. I suppose you can go here for now. Oh, this is going to get very ugly. Okay, so how do I make snowballs? I can make snowballs out of clay. Aha. Huh. You see, the problem with this is... the problem is I almost crushed myself to death. So the problem with the clay, which is over here, is that it comes out in block form. Huh. So I need to get a compacting drawer which can store clay both in ball form and in block form. But to do that, I need to get advanced Technium. So it looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of manual stuff for now, because this upgrade, the drawer blueprints upgrade and the compacting drawer upgrade, both need advanced Technium. Okay, so let's grab this guy and a hopper. And let's hopper into you. Vita chest. Unpack these guys. Throw you guys in. Yeah. Hopefully I can hopper in. I can indeed. Nice. So there we have some snowballs. Extract. Into there. Lock and quantify. Nice. So let's grab some snowballs out. So for advanced Technium, we need snow blocks, which means this guy needs to go through a compactor. I do. I have some extras. Nice. Let's just put it going directly into the compactor. It'll probably be easier in the long run. Huh. Why are you not working? Do I perhaps need a crafter for that? Okay. Looks like we need to use the blueprint that we made last episode over here. This guy, crafting blueprint. Get you crafting up. Little sleep. And there we go. One crafter. Nice. You here. That. Yes. Okay, that's working. Kind of. Okay, let's pop you down there. And you can go back to holding snow. Like a so. Nice. Okay, so we have snow automated. But I feel like we're probably going to need a few of these guys, because this seems quite slow. Okay, so that is another thing ticked off the list for advanced Technium. So we have nickel, we have redstone, we have snow, we have silver plates, we need to get bronze palace, we have aluminium gears, and we have crushed deep slate. Actually, we had so much crushed deep slate, I did have to turn this guy off. I turned something off. Oh, I turned this guy off because it's just, there's so much crushed deep slate in there. But yeah, we have tons of crushed deep slate for the recipe. Okay, next we need to get Enori crystals, which are, I believe, iron, nickel in this recipe. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so nickel ingots blasted make Enori crystals. So, boom. Nice, some Enori crystals. And then the Enori crystals are used to make the advanced Technium machine. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I do need some steel gears. I wonder if I could be cheeky and just throw this in here. Haha, I was. Okay, so we should have everything for the advanced Technium machine now. We does indeed. And I believe it's very similar, if not identical, to this structure over here. And I think I'm actually going to put it right here. And by there, I mean one block forward. There. And by there, I also mean one block forward. Okay, we need to get our blueprint also, just to see what this guy looks like. Click on you. Oh, it does need some different stuff. Okay, so you need 57 wooden scaffolding, 12 copper coil blocks, 16 structural glass, 16 steel scaffolding, 1 heavy engineering block, and 9 light engineering block. I think I can make that quite easily. Okay, I think that's everything. It is indeed. So let us... Nope, not that one. This one. Do you want to place this structure with or without modifiers? Without modifiers. Confirm. Placed. Nice. We also need to get one of these guys, the advanced item input, and a simple item output. A boop and a boop. Are you a structure? You are a structure. Nice. Okay, so what other stuff do we need to get automated? So we have the Technium, we have this. So we need to get palace and a bronze. And I believe we need to get molten obsidian pumped into that thing somehow. Ah, I didn't notice that guy previously. I also think we need to unlock obsidian. Or did we do that last episode? We may have done that last episode. Oh look, it's raining. Groundbreaking. Obsidian blueprint. I do not think we unlocked that one. I think that was the one that I was forgetting about last episode. I thought I missed one. Let's have a quick sleep. Grab 4 blocks of bronze. That and a few more. And we should unlock some obsidian. We also should probably look into getting that one? No. This one. The one in my inventory. We need to make the alloy kiln multi-block. That is 12 kiln bricks, which may have gone a little bit overboard with this, but we might still use it, question mark. Okay, there is the obsidian blueprint unlocked and an alloy kiln unlocked. How does this guy look? I need 27 kiln brick and 28 wooden scaffolding. I think I have that left over, or at least I know I can make it. Some kiln brick. You are a large multi-block. Missing structure. I assume that's input and output, but let's break this guy down. That was loud. Let's get you downstairs where you belong. Okay, where am I going to put you? Here seems a good place as any. There we go. So if I want to make obsidian, I assume I need a simple fluid input and a simple fluid output. Or is it a simple item output? Like this? Are you a structure now? Hey, there we go. That just took a while. So this says in the alloy kiln, if I give in water and lava, should give me molten obsidian. Okay, so I do need a fluid output. And one of these guys. One of these guys, perhaps? Although, it might just be easier to piggyback off this. Yeah, I'll do that. Connect you up. Okay, so we have lava in there. And connect you like this. Will this make obsidian? Looks like I need to look up a little bit of stuff. Okay, so after quite a lot, and I mean quite a lot of faffing around, I made so many inputs, outputs and stuff. It turns out that you need the advanced item input at least attached to it, because that's where you put the item blueprint, which turns this into a machine able to use the blueprint to make the obsidian. Not intuitive, but thank you to the Discord and thank you to Tarses? Thank you, anyway, to you from the Discord. So, let's extract our molten obsidian. Nice. This should keep on going because if I pop into FreeCam, we have 4 water collectors and this lava generation over here, fueling everything. Which means we now have one more thing generating for our advanced Technium. So, last thing we need is bronze and palace. So, bronze, we just need to make another one of these guys and get some copper and some zinc, I think it is, hooked up to there. And for palace, if I have read this correctly, so using the atomic reconstructor, lead can be converted to lapis, correct. And then, using the atomic reconstructor, lapis can be converted to palace. Shoo. Oh no, it's starting to spill out again. Turn it off. I turned it on earlier just to get some crushed stuff, but apparently this is working too fast. Okay, we'll just have to work quickly then. We need 2 more of you and some conveyor belts with that. I think what I can do here is use an extracting conveyor belt coming out of here like so. Then this guy can place there. Move this. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. We need a drawer here for lapis. And then we need another extractor here with another conveyor going into another drawer, like so, for palace. If I put you here, going into that one, and then you going here, lock and quantify both of these guys, get you guys powered up. Okay, now let's see if this works. Extract. Didn't mean that. Okay, that is some lapis. Put you in here. And the lapis will get zapped. Turn into palace, which means the palace can go in here. Nice. I just need to do this, and we should be all ready to go. That, I have a feeling, is going to overflow very, very quickly. That's a future fuzzy problem. At least we have some palace. Okay, let's take a quick sleep before I get struck by lightning. And let me just show you what I've done between clips. So, first of all, I set up a second alloy smelter thingy, multi-block, to make some bronze. The only difference between that one and this one is this one actually needs power, so I did have a simple energy input on top, which links over to our power source. And I have hooked it up to basically all of the pipes going to the, what's this thing called again? Item batcher. So also, underneath here, if I just pop down here, I have started to run, I haven't connected it yet, I've started to run all of these pipes over from this section here to the advanced Technium area. I did have to turn these guys around because unfortunately this guy filled up already. It was like super fast. So I think we're gonna have to get some sort of a stopping system maybe done, because we can't have this spilling everywhere. But I am going to open my Traveler's Sag, and I'm going to configure all of this stuff to start coming out of these drawers. Okay, so snow that, this guy here, this guy here, this guy's already pumping in. And what else was it? Redstone. Okay, I don't think I have redstone hooked up. And redstone. Next, let's grab some of each of these. Think I'm gonna have to put on a crafter on here for the moment. Well, this guy needs to make that on. There we go. Should be crafting. Extract. Okay, now connect everything else up down here with a piece of cable, and we should have our first bit of Technium. No, wait, no, we don't need that yet. Don't do that yet. I just forgot what I was doing. We need to grab some bronze as well. Okay, so it looks like we have a little issue with the deep slate production, but it should start working soon. Oh, everything is going into everything. No. Why? Why are you going in there? Don't do that. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but I really wish we had the modern dynamics pipes back. I'm gonna just let this guy start up again to make some coal and deep slate. Actually, I'm gonna kickstart it again with some coal coke from over here. There we go. Okay, and then we need to set the filters on this guy over here. This guy, which are, once again, 4 aluminium gears, 32 crushed deep slate, 4 nickel, 16 redstone, 8 snow blocks, 8 silver plates, 4 bronze, and 16 palace. Okay, now we just need to hook up that pipe. I think that's us automated? Question mark? We should start seeing stuff coming out of here. Yeah, there's the rods. There's a redstone. Okay, I think as soon as we get a little bit of redstone, this should put some stuff into here. And we should get our first bit of advanced technium. I know this is a bit of a weird episode again, but this is quite complicated. Oh, here we go. I think that's the first one. Processing into the output. Sucked into the drawer. Lock. Quantify. Let's pick up our first piece of advanced technium. Hello? Apparently we need to pick up molten obsidian first. Boop. 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 Molten obsidian can be created in an alloy kiln. I know, I have a bucket of molten obsidian. Hello?
24 hours later.
So I'm manually going around trying to fill these guys up because it's taking so long for everything to travel across the island. So yeah, that's a thing. But we are building up quite a nice, well, not a nice, but a enough supply to continue on with the episode. Oh, and if you're wondering how I managed to get the obsidian thing and the ingot quest, I did not realize that I hadn't done the obsidian part here. So yeah, that's how we unlock that guy. I just forgot to record it. So yeah. You know what? Maybe if I just ignore this for a little while and continue on, then it won't be a problem. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now that we have all of this going, including a backlog of obsidian brewing, let's use this advanced technium that we've just made. Boop. I think we need to upgrade these researchers with it to be able to make some of this other stuff. I really want to get the drawer upgrades done and which was the other one? This one, the fluid recycling blueprint. Somebody in my Discord told me that this guy is how you use up the excess creosote. At the moment, I'm kind of using a messed up system down here. I literally just have tons of these guys filling up, but as you can see, they're all filled up and the pipes are almost filled up. So I really need to get that sorted. So let us get the upgrade thing done. So this guy here, we need the researcher with advanced research books and 16 of any drawer. I suppose we can just make more of these guys. 16 of those. Some advanced technium nuggets, research into some books. I wonder if I could just make it faster with energy. Or we could just do this. When all else fails, just double up the workload. I think I'm lagging a little bit, probably because if I go down here, I'm assuming I'm going to see tons of stuff spilled out on the floor. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is not good. But hopefully in a few moments, we'll be able to solve that with some void upgrades for our drawers. We must be very close to finishing off this guy. Yeah, advanced technium machine frame, which we will do shortly. Just really want to get this sorted. Okay, so 12 of you and 16 of you, I think was the blueprint upgrade thingy. Nice. Which means I can now put you in here. And to make some upgrades, I just need planks. Oh, nice. Pop you in there. Okay, there's our first upgrade template. Boop. Let's grab some obsidian. Let's make our first void upgrade. So if I put a void upgrade in here, this will no longer spill out. Yes, it's going to waste things, but at least I won't have any lag from things building up, theoretically. Void upgrade number 2. Boop. There we go. Nice. So a few more void upgrades later, and a game crash. Of course, there's a game crash involved. Think we have solved our issue of overflow. Now, I do have to make a few more of these guys, and I would love to find a way to make these faster. I know we can do the mechanism alloys. Oh, they look different in this this pack. Oh, that actually looks a lot better, the ingots, because if it's an alloy, then it would be an ingot. Interesting. But yeah, I know we can use these and click on each of these to make them faster, but I'm hoping that soon enough we'll get an AE system and be able to unlock the ender tanks and ender chest things, just so we can make it a little bit less laggy with all the items moving through pipes and stuff. But let us finish off. We just need 2 more things to get the sound of success. So let's make a couple of gears. I know I need 2 of these. So let's pop you there. 1, 2. Grab ourselves some Technium, some Technium nuggets, and I believe that was the recipe for advanced Technium frame, which is this guy here. Boop, and a boop. Nice. And now we need to make a milker. I have no idea why we need a milker, but we need a milker. So 5 more buckets and the sound of success via milk. Strangely enough. But that episode, that almost killed me. I deleted so much. I deleted so much footage of me just, getting really annoyed not being able to figure out how to do stuff. Some of it is not very intuitive, and then the rest of it is because I'm too stubborn to actually look up how to do it properly and would rather jumble my way through it myself. So if you did like today's episode, leave me a like just to say, well done, Fuzzy, you got through this episode, and leave a comment in the video below, because I like reading your guys' comments. And if you really want to, why don't you subscribe to my channel? And until the next time, I'll see you guys soon. And if you want to, join my Discord. My Discord is linked below in the description, the Bear Cave, because I'll probably be doing a Hang with Fuzzy where I rearrange this place behind me between episodes, because let's face it, it's terrible. So until then, bye-bye.